What is up, everybody? How's it going today? My name is Syratube, and today we're back again with another live stream. I'm so excited. I love doing these live streams, and you guys really seem to like them, so hopefully you can come and join me. If you're watching the replay of it, well, we're just going to be doing some more high-volume flips, so I guess it's like high-volume flips episode 2. Still haven't found out a great way to block the prices that I'm doing on the Grand Exchange, so I can't really flip bigger items. I'm afraid people will undercut me. So for now, we're just going to stick with high volume items. This upcoming week, I plan on bringing a new series to the channel. I'm not going to say the name of it yet, but it's really going to get you guys to see what I'm flipping day in and day out. So I think that's a pretty good thing. Along with that, we're going to get more flipping guides, like more beginner guides, and more stacks for people that have a smaller, or more stacks, more flips for people that have a smaller cash stack, because I think that's kind of what people want to see. I've been straying away from that recently a little bit and doing more long-term investment stuff, but my new video didn't do too good, so we're going to do some just old school, guides to flipping. White King, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in again to my stream. You are actually the first one to come to more than one stream that I know of in the chat. Bad Memer, hello to you as well. Hopefully you guys can find the stream a little beneficial here. So actually what happened yesterday with the dissolver scales is before the stream started, I sold them because I accidentally actually left them in overnight, but luckily they went up in price, so it's actually like a 7GP flip, I think. Actually, no, it's less than that. It's a 6GP. 154, okay, well, you know what it is, okay? As I said before, not good at math. But anyway, let's get right into it. As always, as I always recommend, I usually start right away with the blood runes. Always a good flip for me. Always something I like coming back to. And really, this item sticks with me really closely. I've done it ever since I had, like, 1 mil to flip with. So it's pretty cool. Wow, 1GP margin. We're going to skip that. Come back to that. Yeah, oh, yeah, 6GP flip on 30K. Yeah, no doubt about that. I'm definitely happy. And the nice thing is, I haven't hit my buy limit for the day. So I can do those again in just a second here. So we will, but not quite yet. Let's start right off the bat with some magic logs. Let's not forget about those. Last time, I think I did those like way later on in the live stream, but I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, but what do you think, White King, Bad Memer, who's ever in here? Do you like the long-term investment stuff, or do you like maybe the more short-term flipping guides? What do you guys find a little more helpful? What do you guys want to see? Because I'm a little lost on what to upload to the channel currently. It's not a bad thing either, it's just I don't know where to go with it. Don't know what my viewers really like to see. I think the limit's 13K on the magic logs. I'm actually going to see if that's true. I think I said before that it was 11K, but I actually think it's 13K. We'll see. We're going to leave that in there. That's going to take a while to fulfill, probably. I mean, probably like 10 minutes. What's another one we can do? Let's actually start off with doing all the logs first, and then we'll get on to some other stuff. I might try flipping some items that are more like low quantity on this stream. I'm not exactly sure yet. Just because, I don't know, I feel like you guys probably don't want to see high volume items all the time. But this will be like the last high volume episode, for at least a little bit, because I'll find a way how to block the prices. So I actually have a question. What do you guys do when, like, when you watch a live stream? Do you just sit down and watch me, or do you play RuneScape at the same time? Because, I don't know, I would be playing RuneScape personally at the same time while watching a live stream. That's kind of what I like to do when I'm not streaming. But now that I'm streaming and doing a lot of this YouTube stuff, by the way, it might not seem like, you know, that I'm uploading a lot, but to me, I'm a pretty busy guy. I mean, I work 9 to 5, and it's hard for me to upload, like, a lot, so, I don't know. Well, it's good to know that, you know, you guys both like the short term and the long term. The reason I think long term is liked because there's not a lot of people doing long-term videos, but there's a lot of good people, good YouTubers doing, you know, flipping guides, short-term stuff. I mean, not that I think I'm bad, but I just think a lot of people do it just as well as me, if not a lot better than me. So, there's just a lot of good content out there for you. By the way, how's the stream looking? Because YouTube's telling me it's looking bad, but it always tells me this, and it's doing fine. So just let me know how it looks. By the way, let's get some music in here. from my good friend William Pratt, as always. We're going to skip that one, it's a little too dark. Okay, well, let's get some more flips in here. I'm thinking oak planks. We didn't get much success on them last time, if I remember. I think it was only a 1 GP margin. So we're going to try them again this time, just so I can prove to you guys that they are good. Once a buffer, but it's fine since. Excellent. Good to hear. Thank you. 5 GP margin on the oak planks. Much better than it usually is. It's usually like 3 to 4 GP margin. 5 GP margin isn't too big though, and I think that's safe, so we're going to go in on it. I always forget the margin limits, and I can look them up, but I just kind of like guessing. I don't know. I think oak planks, or just planks in general, are 10k, but I could be wrong. I find to get better margins on long term, like yesterday I flipped blue wizard hats for about 40 GP. That's pretty good. How many did you get, like the wizard's hats though? Did you like hit the limit? Because I'm pretty sure the limit on like clothing items is, for the most part, small. Not positive, but I think so. By the way, good flip that I haven't really mentioned, that's not really high quantity, but we're going to try it anyway. Rune boots are actually pretty good if you don't have that much money. You max out the limit at like 400k, and sometimes you can get like a 300 GP margin on them. It's kind of my secret tip, so just for you guys watching right now, the 5 of you, try them out. They're actually really nice. We're just going to buff them up like that because, you know, people are probably going to try to undercut me, but it's fine. Yeah, I only sold about 400, don't have too much money. Hey dude, don't worry about it. Just keep working, keep flipping, do other money-making methods. There's a lot of good people that show money-making methods on YouTube that aren't just flipping. I pretty much just do mainly flipping with... I'll probably make a couple money-making videos on the side, but just to let you know, I started at 20 mil. I like literally grinded brutal black dragons till I had like 18-20 mil, and like I just sold it all, and that's how much I had. And then ever since I've been flipping, and I am up to 69 mil right now. Haha, meme. But either way, like, I'm just saying, if you stay with it and flip a lot and you get better at it, you will make a lot of money. So just stick with it, and you'll get better, and you'll make more money, and you know, that's just kind of how it works. Honestly, I don't even play RuneScape every day. I play it probably every other day. So I don't really know. That's just kind of how it is, but I'm pretty busy to play it every day. But of course I enjoy playing, and I really enjoy flipping. That's literally all I've done. I like flipping because I can just get in here, log on, and spend like even 10 minutes flipping and still make a lot of money. We're going to do prayer potions. I don't remember if I did this last stream. I think I probably did. But yeah, prayer potions are, along with blood runes, are one of my personal favorites. And it should be something you're flipping every time you log on, honestly. Wow, that was a crazy margin. Oh my goodness. I really hope those work out for us. They could crash, but, you know, I'm all about risking it for the biscuit, you know what I mean? So, I always think it's better to take the chance than to regret not taking the chance, you know what I mean? I mean, if you lose a lot of money, it's just the way of the game, you know? You live and you learn. But I find that flipping most of the time in RuneScape is relatively safe. With like almost every item, unless the margin's crazy, I'd probably avoid it. I mean, this is kind of a crazy margin, but I'm not too worried about it. But what's up, guys? How are you doing today? How is your Thursday going? For me, mine's going fantastic, even if you don't care. Now you know, right? So, welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you enjoy. We're flipping high-volume items today, and yeah, if you have any questions about what you should flip with your cash stack, or you're lost on what to flip, or where to start, just let me know in the chat, and I'll help you out. That's always what I encourage here, is just like a very, like, feedback-driven stream. It's just more fun that way. So how about that new update today, that Castle Wars update? I think that's a pretty cool update that I think was actually very good for the health of old school RuneScape. So, you know, I just think it was a really good update. I don't know why, I just feel like it probably brought a lot of hype around Castle Wars again, so I really thought that was a good update. Friday for me, Southern Hemisphere. That's awesome, dude. Lucky you. But wow, it must be like 1 in the morning or something, right? Wait, no, you can be in this... I'm so dumb. You can be in the same time zone. Wait, but you're not, because it's Friday. Oh gosh, what should I even do with my life? Anyway, what should I start flipping with 1.5 mil? 1.5 mil, that's a pretty good amount to start with if you want, you want to start from a low amount. Personally, I recommend you can really start with 2 mil, I would say, is what I recommend starting with, but you can start with anything. Blood runes is a great one, dude. Also, adamant darts and mithril darts are great if you're not doing those every day. These rune boots that I'm flipping right now are very good with 1.5 mil because you can only get 60 of them in a 4-hour limit, so those are pretty good. Let's see, what's like astral runes, wall runes, and nature runes. Those are also very good for that cash bracket. What would you recommend flipping with 450 mil? Wow, that's a lot of money to throw around. Definitely spectrals and arcanes are going to be things you want to flip. Don't flip too many though, because that might be a little bit too risky. I would also recommend flipping almost all the Zenyte jewelry every day. You probably don't need to do berserker rings and stuff anymore. You're probably too far out of that cash bracket. But I would definitely hit the limits on all the Zenyte jewelry. And let's see, I would also recommend probably doing bludgeons and abyssal daggers. Those will probably do you really good as well. Along with the Bandos Tacits you can probably hit the limit on those as well. And mostly like high-end items. Some other good ones are Ancestral Robes and Raid items will do you really good as well. You have a lot of money to play around with, so there's definitely potential to make a lot of bank. I don't have that much money yet, but I have been researching what to flip when I get there, and Ancestral Robes are definitely the one that looks good to me right now. You could also try to flip multiple Dragon Harpoons, but that will definitely be one of the riskier flips, so I would be careful. Is the music too loud, by the way, guys? About 12:08 p.m. here in New Zealand. Nice, dude. I've actually heard a lot of good things about New Zealand. Never been, but people really seem to like it. Yeah, tons of people just having fun playing Castle Warb and noob gear again. Dude, that's what I like to see. I haven't personally got around to it yet. Honestly, kind of just logged on, wanted to do a stream. I'm streaming every Thursday, I think. That's the plan for now. But yeah, once like school comes around again, maybe like 2 weeks before school, I should have a little bit more time, so I might do a lot of more videos, maybe 2 streams a week, if we're lucky. I don't want to promise you guys too much, because I don't know how busy I'll technically be. During the school year, I will definitely try to keep up with the uploads, but I can't guarantee anything more than 1 upload a week, honestly. I don't know. I'll try to bring you guys at least a 10-minute video a week. How's that sound? So, the rune boots finally coming in, very slowly, but that's kind of what I expected. Rune boots do take a while. The magic logs are coming in faster than I thought. Mahogany logs, about average. Zolver scales, I kind of want to sell them off before I start doing another flip on those, but we'll just wait and see for that. Prayer potions, slowly coming through. Not going to wait too long on the prayer potions, because the thing is, if you don't flip the prayer potions within like 5-6 minutes, then they will, like, the price will fluctuate, and that could be either up or down, and you don't want to be caught in that mess. But anyway, let's put another item in here. Let's do, like, rune arrows. It's like something we never have really done. I might have checked the margin on them, but I probably didn't do them because they were low. But usually it's only like a 2 GP margin. But yeah, it can usually do you pretty good. Wow, that's big margin, so we're going to flip that. I don't remember the limit. I think it's 13k, but we'll just put that many in and see what happens. Let's also do some adamant darts. Those also are a fun one. I just like the flipping darts is because they're very safe, and you don't really have to try too hard on them, and you just kind of slowly make profits. Amethyst arrows, sure, we can try those in a minute. I usually don't do this amethyst item stuff. How is the amethyst arrows and bolts and stuff? I haven't even tried them out yet. I watched a couple videos on them. They looked okay. They didn't look like insanely good, but I guess it's a good, what is it, in between rune and dragon? Is that where amethyst is? I think that's where it is. These are another good margin on the adamant darts right now, so we're going to go in on those. Limit's 11k for those, I know that. looks like magic logs will be our first flip to finish here, and we're going to check these prayer potions in about another minute here. Don't let me forget. We're not really utilizing all the cash, so that's kind of unfortunate, but we'll get around to it. I listed the stream, I said I was going to stream from 9 to 10 today, but I decided to start an hour earlier. I'll probably go like around 8 to 9 Eastern Standard Time, just because, I don't know, I kind of want to get some sleep. Everyone uses them for Magic Short Bow PKing, so they're sold a lot. Awesome, that's good to know, actually. Do you ever flip them? How's the margin on them? What do you study? I am studying cyber security and IT. I'm not going to tell you where I go to school, but maybe later. It's in the US, I'll give you that. Alright, the Adamant Darts bought, so we're going to try to turn these around for a quick profit, although I highly doubt we're going to get a 4 GP margin on them. It's possible, though. Haven't flipped in a while, just training recently. Nice, dude. What are the stats looking like? You getting up there? The thing is, dude, I've become like a flipping addict, so I haven't really trained my stats in a while. If you're curious what my stats are, that's what I'm looking like. Pretty weak on the skilling, and the mage is very low. I'm trying to get those Western Hard diaries done, and they just really have high requirements. I feel like the market's being very slow today. Looks like the limit on the magic logs, by the way, is 12k, so we'll note that for next time. That's a good thing. I think these were 12.12, right? Is that what they were going for? 12.15, even better. So we're going to listen for 12.15. Another tip is don't really undercut people when you're flipping high volume items. There's really no need to. If you just list at the same price, they're going to sell, I promise. Look, those oak planks went so fast. That was amazing. I've never flipped oak planks that fast in my life. That was a great flip. Per viewer requested by a White King, we will do amethyst arrows. I didn't have a new thumbnail this time, guys, so I had to use the same one as I did last time. I do think it's a good thumbnail, though. Okay, if you want to look me up, or I could, yeah, I can look it up. No problem, dude. I use Conduit, so, compared to OSRS, so I find it really easy to look up stats in Conduit, but, oh, wow. Okay, that is a good margin on those arrows. I think the limit is probably the same as the darts, so we'll just guess and hope it is. Let's see. Anti-luck. Okay, let's look you up here. Oh yeah, your total level's pretty good. Wow, you've got a lot of clues done, that's for sure. That's awesome, dude. I really don't do clues. Yeah, you're about around the same level bracket, combat-wise at least, as I am. You're a little bit higher, with 101 range especially, and 100 health. But our melee stats are kind of similar. I don't know, maybe we should do some bossing sometime or something. That'd be pretty fun. Oh wow, those adamant darts actually went for 4 GP margin. That is something we really like to see. But anyway, if you guys are tuning in now, welcome to the stream. We're flipping high volume items today, as we were last time. Kind of a similar stream to last time, just showing you guys maybe a couple more different items, and maybe we'll get into some, you know, high volatility items later in the stream, but for now, we're going to stick with the high volume items. Volatility, by the way, is price fluctuation for items, so let's put another one in for now, though. Let's do Shark. Did we do Shark last time? I think we did. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Sharks I find are really good, although they are crashing because I think that minnow update is really messing them up. And I'm kind of disappointed that that's the case. Only reason why, I guess, is because, I don't know, I feel like shark is like a good food, so they should keep it high priced. I mean, I don't know why I think it's to kind of combat bots who are just constantly fishing him all day, because it's not easy to bot that minnows thing, I'm pretty sure. But either way. How helpful are sites like RS Buddy for flipping? Very helpful. I personally use GE Tracker. I find it extremely helpful. It lets you look at limits as well as current prices of things. I use GE Tracker for what is it? Like when I'm flipping like higher priced items. So for example, when I'm flipping Zenite jewelry, I use GE Tracker because I don't want to spend the money to buy and sell it, because I don't know, it's just, you know, then you have to flip one just to make up the money, and I just find it's easier to use the GE Tracker prices because they're relatively accurate, and well, they do work out. So although I do think GE Tracker lists the margin as a little bit like lower than it really is, but I think it's just because it's a little delayed, but it doesn't really matter. It still works either way, and you still can make a lot of money. Yeah, Boston would be cool, man. Stream is buffering a bit. Don't know if it's me. Okay, I can try to fix it up. Is it like, does the, I guess, visuals not look good, or is it the audio is not lined up, or if you give me like a little feedback, I might be able to accommodate a little bit. Hopefully I don't have to end the stream to do that. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, those prayer potions bought. I totally forgot to take him out. Shiz. Alright, well, we'll still probably be able to get something off of him. Hopefully, at least. If these go through, that would be insane. That'll be a couple mil of a flip, but... oh, no, not a couple mil. What am I talking about, guys? Be a lot of money, though. Yeah, wow, they're actually selling, guys. That's some bank right there. Alright, only a couple sold, so we're not going to get too excited about it. Okay, we're just going to let the buffering problem kind of settle for now, because I think if I want to fix it, I do have to end the stream, and then start it up again, and yeah, it's not the biggest deal, but it will make another video, and I'm not entirely sure I do want to do that, but if it gets really bad, let me know, and we will do it. But anyway, if you're tuning in now, we're flipping high volume items today. If you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, or anything like that, please let me know in the chat, and I'll definitely help you out, because that's what we're here for. All flipping, all learning together, and making some serious bank. Looks like those sharks are going through. That's a good thing. Especially those prayer potions. Don't know how long those are going to keep selling, but we're just gonna hope for the best, right? I hope they all go through, so we can look how much money we made off of that, because that's a huge margin right there. It's just for a disclaimer here: prayer potion margins are never that big. Looks like those amethyst arrows are coming in slowly but surely, and the Zolar scales are almost done, so we can start flipping those again. Magic logs, we're gonna have to recheck the margin on. Oh wait, I bought out the margin, so now we can't. Shoot, that is a problem. Let's just make sure we actually did buy the margin. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, we're just going to take a guess. I'm going to list them for 12.13. Just a little bit under in case someone undercut me before. And we'll see if any sell. We'll give it a minute. I think we skimmed them for a pretty low price, to be honest. 12.06, that's like an average price. If anything, a little bit high, so... I can check for you. Only if you want, man. It's not a huge deal if not. Anyway, again, if you're tuning into the stream now, we're flipping high volume items. If you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, albeit high volume items, or, you know, you want to do high volatility items, let me know in the chat and I can definitely help you out. That's what I'm here for, so... I think the mahogany... oh, no, these magic logs are going, so we're fine on those. Looks like these mahogany logs are I haven't really looked at them in a minute. I haven't really been keeping track, but they are going slowly, if anything. We're going to stop these ruined boots. They're just not really working out for us. That's fine, though. We're just going to dump them for a lower price. I don't really care if we lose money on them. If anything, it's a couple coins. Let's do Monkfish, another one of my personal favorites. You know, I'd be interested to see that those Zamorak robe prices right now, see how much they've gone down by. Just because now they're free to play, you know, so honestly, I think that's a nice addition. I do honestly think free to play should get a little bit more. Was slightly disappointed that they didn't add the halos for a free to play, but I totally understand why they didn't. But you know, I just thought that'd be a cool item for free to play to have. Why not, right? I mean, the free to play player base couldn't be nearly as big as the members player base, and I don't know. Free to play could use a little bit more, bring a couple more people back. Because people will get members if they enjoy free to play and they want to get more, so that's always a plus. Looks like those monkfish are coming in really fast. Probably not a good thing, but whatever. You know, we're going to try to flip it anyway. You got to be stiff with your flips. You can't, especially with high volume item flips, if something seems like it's buying too fast or not selling too fast, depending on the item at least, be patient because usually they will go through most of the time. It's weird, the stream health keeps going up and down for me, so hopefully it still looks good. Hopefully not failing you guys on that department at least. But yeah, what have you guys been flipping recently? Have you guys been flipping? I know, White King, you said you were training more so than flipping now, but how about everyone else? What are you guys flipping? Maybe I can help you guys out, give you a couple more items to flip if you're unsure. And yeah, I'm just curious what my viewers like flipping and things like that. It's very hard for me to gauge how much money like my viewers have as well, so I don't know exactly what to show. Just because like this shark flip is like 10 mil in on this flip, and that's kind of a lot, so I find the flipping streams relaxing, though. I mean, I don't have to try that hard, and I get to talk with you guys, and it's pretty nice. So, I think after we flip these, whatever comes in next, I think we'll try and do some, maybe mahogany planks. Let's see if I can find maybe another item to flip. I'll look while these are coming through here, and see if I've got anything good on, you know, my list here. Maybe we'll try rune knives. It's been a while since I've done those. And one thing I have on my list here, but I really don't like flipping, is dragon bones. I find like I always lose money on dragon bones, and really it's kind of weird. I don't know why, but I always lose money on them. It's very strange. Sometimes I flip baskets of apples, like, and it's just sometimes it works out really well. Sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's kind of a I wouldn't say high volatility item, but it's definitely riskier just because they take a while to buy and price can fluctuate a lot depending on how badly people want them. And wow, it looks like 3 things just came in here at once. Those magic logs went through and those prayer potions sold, guys. That was like, wow, that's a big flip. I think that was, let's see, that was like 250k-ish, yeah, something like that. But that's really good. We'll take that. And these sharks actually still have a pretty big margin as well, so we're going to try to sell those. 975. Let's let those go. And those rune arrows are slowly coming in. And the amethyst arrows, again, also slowly coming in. It seems like the arrows buy really slowly. Maybe a lot of people are trying to buy them. I don't really know. We bought a lot of monkfish really quickly, and they stopped buying after that. So, don't really know what's going on there. These mahogany logs are kind of giving us a little trouble. I think actually we're going to recheck right now what the margin is on them. And we'll try to continue flipping them because they can definitely make you a lot of money. Yeah, so it looks like it went down a little bit. Let's see what, 440, what were we buying for before? Let's see here. 432. Oh, so no, maybe they went up a bit. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, guys. But anyway, if you're just joining the stream, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what you want to flip with your cash stack, or you don't know what to flip, or you need some pointers on how to flip even, just let me know in the chat and we'll definitely help you out. Let's see, some more things we can flip here. Try those rune knives. Really has been a while. I honestly haven't flipped these since the first video I made, and it looks like they've gone down in price a lot. Probably just because, RuneScape inflation, per usual, but nothing bad about that, honestly. Huge margin on those. That's awesome. Don't remember how many you can buy in 4 hours. I actually think it's 10k-ish, so we're just gonna... No, maybe, I think it's like 7k. I think it's the same as, let's see, like the cannonball limit, but not exactly sure. We can check if we really care, but, what are good overnight flips? I'll be honest, overnight flipping is something I even have problems with, but, some good items I have found that will flip overnight well are, black, like, what's it called? The black dragon hide, the one that's tanned, the black dragon hide leather, I think it's called, maybe, and green dragon hide leather overnight are pretty good flips. What you want to do is you want to look at GE Tracker and look at their low price that they buy for, and go like 10 GP under that, and just list it and hope for the best overnight. Usually in the morning it will be a higher price than what you skimmed it for. When you skimmed it, because you set a low buy price hoping that it buys, and if it doesn't buy, well then you can just set it again before you go to bed again, or things like that. Another good one you can do is, let's see, I think, what's that, there's another, it's a construction item. What's it? Oh, the bolt of cloth. That's a pretty good one I found, is a good overnight flip. If you leave it for a low price and just hope. Honestly, I put that in and leave it for a couple days and just let it buy out, and usually it works out pretty well. Not always though, but that's just my view on it. That's how I flip overnight. Is I just try to buy for really low prices and just sell it when I wake up. I think that's kind of how you should overnight flip. It's kind of hard to find good items that will flip overnight. Well, I mean, I don't know. Don't have much experience flipping overnight, but I am working on it, and I definitely will bring a guide to the channel in the future, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that, because nothing better than making free money overnight, right? Another good high volume item I forgot to flip was cannonballs. That was a big one I forgot to flip. 190 right now. I think that's actually a lot pricier than cannonballs have been recently, so that's good. 3 GP margin, so we're going to go in on that. Make us a little bit of money here. I'm on a trip right now and got runes and jugs of waters and trading sticks. Hey, runes isn't bad as long as you weren't buying them for too high, and those jugs of waters is an interesting one. We'll see how that works out for you, hopefully good. And trading sticks, again, another interesting one. But those are good, too, because the margin's very small, and they're very safe. So if you, like, let's say, I don't know what the jug of water is priced at, but maybe it's 2 GP for each one, and they sell for 3 GP. Well, if you just leave it in for, like, a week, you're going to buy some for 2 GP, and you can just turn around and sell it. So you're kind of guaranteeing yourself some money. Those cannonballs already came in, and those Zolver scales sold, so we're going to do them again. I actually left the Zolver scales in overnight, and that's why I have so many right now. I actually haven't bought any today, so we're definitely going to do that. Before this cannonball margin crashes, though, let's get these off for 190. That's the thing with cannonballs. The price fluctuates literally every 2 minutes, so we got to try to get those off as fast as we can. Again, we're going to try to do those Zolver scales. Make sure you're doing your Zolver scales these days, because they are going for really good margins, and I think it has to do with the crash. Not as many people doing Zolra, and the Zolver scales are going way up in price, so the margin's always good. 151, 154, 3 GP margin, outstanding for Zolver scales. Usually only get a 1 or 2 GP margin. If it's 1, I wouldn't even flip it. They go from 10 to 17 GP each. That's actually a really good flip overnight. Wow, that's pretty great. But anyway, if you're tuning in now, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, just let me know and we'll definitely help you out in the chat here. And we're doing high volume items today just because it's hard to do high volatility items on stream because we'll get undercut and people will just profit off of us. Not very fun. But anyway, welcome to the stream again. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. So, looks like a lot of the mahogany logs are coming in again after our relisted price, so that's really a good sign for us. Monkfish have also made progress, so that's good. These rune arrows are going really slowly, and these amethyst arrows almost feel like they've stopped, but obviously I know they haven't. Wow, those overscales bought so fast. We're going to try to get these out for 154 again, see if we can make some bank off those overscales today. Hopefully we do. Let me think of some more items we can flip here. You know, maybe we can do some, like, something like cheap, like energy potions or something. I don't really ever do those, but now that aren't energy potions free to play now as well? Don't really know. What's up, Chris Taylor? High volatile items such as, like, I meant like, not really, I guess not really high volatile items, but like Dragon Harpoons, Din's Bulwark, which I recently made a video on. Just items with big margins, I guess. Like Zenite items are a big one. Bandos Chestplate, Bandos Tassets. We're not going to do anything big like that because people will try to undercut me and things like that. Blood runes for basically free cash. That is so true. But Tanner, I already did those blood runes, and welcome back to the stream, man. It's always good to see you. Yeah, so that's actually a pretty good margin. We're going to have to contest with free-to-play, though, so we'll see how that goes. That's a great item flipping for free-to-play, though. I definitely should bring another video to the channel for free-to-play flipping items, because it's important to know how to flip as free-to-play, because it is by far the best money. Everything else is just highly botted, and it kind of stinks, but that's just the way it is. So, if you can ever get a bond, make your money in members, and you go back to free-to-play, you should really know how to flip, because then you'll be able to get a bond in no time. But anyway, if you're tuning in, again, welcome to the stream. We're flipping high volume items today. If you have any questions about what you should be flipping with your cash stack, or anything like that, even any questions about how to flip, let me know, and we will help you out in the chat here. Yeah, these amethyst arrows are actually coming through, even though very slowly. So I'm happy to see that. You know, we're going to do another one here. It's a bit pricier. Dragon Dart Tips have also had a good margin these days, because they are... The nerf to the Brutal Black Dragons has helped with the price going back up on these. So the margin has stayed relatively big. Okay, I lied. Don't listen to what I'm saying then. But always, again, with these items, make sure you evaluate them yourselves and make sure they're good flips for you. Don't just look at me and listen to what I'm saying and just start flipping them yourselves, because that is not how you're going to learn how to flip. You want to, of course, maybe watch people like Small XP Lamp, flipping old school, you know, flipping channels maybe, like me or anything like that, and learn how to flip and get the fundamentals down. Maybe use a couple beginner items that we recommend to you, and then go off and flip on your own, because that's how you're really going to make your most money, is finding, you know, flips that are good for you, flips that you like doing, things that flip fast, you know, big margin items that you want to keep to yourself. You don't want to share them out, so, you know, that'll make you a lot of bank. So just make sure you are doing your own research as well, and not just listening to other YouTubers. But how's everyone doing today? I had a long day, but you know what? We're here now, so flipping and making bank. I feel like everything today is just buying so slowly. Whether that's a bad thing or not, usually when things are buying slowly, they have bigger margins, which today the margins are pretty big, so I'm not really complaining. Maybe we can flip something like, maybe some, like, seeds or something like that. I don't know. I don't usually do seeds, but Renars are actually, I find, pretty good. But, yeah. Anyway, if you're just tuning into the stream, again, welcome to the stream. if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, or how to flip or anything like that, let me know in the chat below or on the side. I don't really know where it is, I can tell, and we'll definitely help you out here, because that's what the channel's all about, right? So Suicide Plays, hello, how are you doing? This is interesting, and by the way, I'm a flipping noob with 10 mil and don't know what to flip. How can I know if it, okay, how do I know an item current price won't fall after I purchase it? So it's kind of hard to explain. You can use GE Tracker to kind of tell if an item's going to go down in price after you buy it, but it's not a great way to really determine, because it's a little delayed. Yes, Chris Taylor, that's true. Just don't hold the flips for too long. As soon as it comes in, you want to start selling it. That is definitely a thing that you want to do. But if you are worried about losing money, then stay tuned to the stream, because I'm bringing a lot of good items that are safe to flip here, that will really not crash in price. Items you want to stay away from are, like items with big margins and that are pricier, such as like, I always say Zenite jewelry, but Zenite jewelry, armor sets you want to stay away from. You want to stick to things that are, high quantity items in the game. So like blood runes, Zulver scales, everything I'm flipping right now this is all high volume items, and these will not really crash on you as nearly as much as some other items can. So if you want to stay tuned and watch me flip some of these high quantity items, then it might help you out here. But yeah, let's do something else here. I'm kind of just sitting here, so let's be proactive, get something else in here. Let's get karambwans. I always find that flipping food is actually very good. Another item that is underrated for food is cakes, because I guess people make new characters, and if they want to get their thieving up, they just go straight to cakes, and usually they just bank them and sell them later, so you can really skim cakes for low price. And free-to-play like to use them because they're good food for free-to-play, so you kind of just flip it around and make some bank. Great item. That's a great item to start on if you don't have a lot of money. If you have under 500k, or even under 2 mil, that's a great item. Okay, so the thing with karambwans is they will buy quickly, but they always jump up. The margin always jumps up, usually. Usually, I have never experienced it going down where it all buys out, and I've never finished a karambwan flip ever, so that's just my experience for that item. Thank you for the advice. I'll stick here, learn a little bit about it. Alright, sure. We'd love to have you, man. At what cash stack can you start making plus 1 mil or 1 mil plus an hour flipping? It's a good question. I would say about it kind of depends if you know what you're doing or not. Are you talking about like personally for yourself, maybe? And if that's the case, what's maybe your like skill level in flipping, and I can help you determine what cash stack you're going to need to make 1 mil plus an hour. Personally, with my cash stack, I can make probably 2 mil an hour, I think. But I have to be trying to make 2 mil an hour. But along with that, if I can just log on, I can log on and make like 1.5 mil in 20 minutes. I know a lot of there's a lot of good items that you can just flip that are pretty, like Zenite jewelry, Bandos items. I flip those all the time and just make a lot of quick cash. But I usually don't flip for that long. I usually just come on for 20-30 minutes and then leave. And I'm usually netting like 1 mil to 1.5 mil. But if I spend an hour flipping, I can probably make 2 mil. But my guess is you can probably make 1 mil. If you're sitting there trying, you can probably make 1 mil with like 15-20 mil, maybe even like 13 mil if you're really good, but it will definitely be difficult. A nice thing that gets me a lot of money is flipping those prayer potions. Every time I log in, I just flip those prayer potions, and it makes me like 300k up all the time, so it's always a plus. I actually had a bank Bandos flip that I will be showing in my next video. I screenshotted it. I flipped 2 Bandos chest plates for 125k margin, and it's not the best margin I've ever had, but it was outstanding. I was very excited. I keep like clicking history to go find the what I was selling the monkfish for. Looks like we don't know. That's why I always buy 9,996, so I can check the margin again. But anyway, if you're joining in now, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what you should be flipping with your cash stack, just let me know in the live chat, and maybe we can help you out here, and our fellow flipmates can help you out as well. Wait, what am I... I'm being so silly right now. We'll just... Actually, we don't even need to do that, because we're buying them here. 960, so they actually crashed a little bit on us. I think they were at 476 before. Maybe I'm being ridiculous, but 460, that's fine. 4GP is a good margin for the monkfish, to be honest, so we're going to get those in there. Oh man, whew, I am running out of breath. Wow, these Carbons we might actually finish for the first time ever in the history of my flipping career. You guys could experience a world record. I don't know. Pretty much cleaned at the moment. Dude, that's the thing is, like, when I get really into flipping, like I have been recently, I never spend money. I don't even, like, play the game. I just log on to flip, and it's kind of... I mean, it's good, because at the end I'll have so much money, it'll be great, but it kind of stinks. I haven't played the game in, like, a long time. But I also enjoy flipping, so it's really not that bad. I'm trying to think of what items we can do next. These energy potions really aren't satisfying me, and these mahogany logs are kind of being a pain in the butt as well. So we're probably going to cash out on these mahogany logs. They're just not coming in fast enough for me. I'm just not really enjoying doing them. And we're going to leave the energy potions in for a little bit longer, but... So you're checking all those items you're flipping on GE Tracker? No, I'm not checking any items I'm flipping right now on GE Tracker. Reason being is I know these are good items for me, and I've done them in the past. They're high volume items, so a lot of them are in the game here, and all you have to do is buy one for a really high price and sell one for a really low price, and you'll find the margin on them very easily, and then you can just list them up for whatever price they're going for. Knock on wood. You're funny. That was really sarcastic. I enjoyed that. Not really sarcastic on my part. My response was really sarcastic. That was a good joke. Alright, well, let's sell this one. See, wow, I think we just made history. 440 is still the low price for these guys. Wait, what are they buying for, though? We're going to go check that Cook Carbon flip for the first... I've seriously never bought in the whole amount of Carbons before. They always jump up and I never fix them. Oh, we have to get these mahogany logs off because they are crashing on us. Looks like we're only going to get a 1 GP margin on them after all that waiting, so that really stinks. If I was patient, I could probably get back to what it originally was, but I'd rather not lose money, so we're just going to dump them. I think these are going for 707. Okay, 700. That's fine. Hopefully they actually do go for that much. Carbons have been crashing recently, and I don't know why. Haven't really looked into it too much. Let's also stop on these energy potions and these amethyst arrows and rune arrows. We gotta start selling some of this stuff. It's just really not working out. So these are going for 436. We'll see if those actually go through. They probably will. Energy potions probably have a safe margin. Not something I usually flip. That's kind of out of the ordinary, but looks like it will work out nonetheless. Is it realistic to make 1 mil an hour every time just by flipping these 2 to 3 GP high volume items? I asked because I asked because of the wait times. Well, let's see here. It depends how much money you're flipping with. If you're flipping with like 40 mil and you're flipping high volume items, 40 mil plus, you could easily, I think you could easily make 1 mil an hour. I should have checked how much money I had before I started. I think I actually had, I actually just bought an item, so I don't really have, I only have like 61 mil, but if you guys were watching last time, I was at like, probably around 67 mil, I think, last time I had the stream. Either way, but yeah, if you have like 40 mil, you could easily make 1 mil an hour flipping these high volume items. Definitely. Especially, just suicide plays, just if you want some good items to go to right as you log in. Want some items that'll make you quick bank. It's prayer potions, Zolver scales, blood runes, astral runes. Also, I usually don't do those, so actually let's do those right now. Sharks and monkfish. Those are the flips I found that have decent margins and go really fast. And if you actually flip all of those, you'll probably make like 700k or something like that. So, especially the prayer potions. Like today, we had a great prayer potion flip. We're not gonna be able to find it, but we had like a, I don't even remember. It was like 150, 200 GP margin on it or something like that. Maybe even a little bit more. It was really good money. That was meant about all the Carnbons buying this time. That was just perfect timing. That really was, dude. But now they're not going to sell. But I'll leave them in overnight just so they'll probably sell overnight. But they have been really just going down and down in price, so I'm a little worried. Well, yeah, just made 260k flipping 1,300 Peapots. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, Peapot flips are insane. But they probably work 9 out of 10 times. I'm not going to lie, sometimes I do lose money on Peapots. We're going to stop flipping these rune arrows here, and we're going to check those amethyst arrows as well, because they're just really going slow at this point, and I'm tired of just sitting watching them. So let's see here, 82 GP each. That's going to be a good flip for us. Let's see how much we get there. How much should we buy those for? 76? Yeah, that's pretty good. That's really good for an arrow margin. Holy cow. If you want some other good items to flip as well, adamant darts usually have 2 to 4 GP margin. We actually got them off for 4 GP today, which was excellent. But again, if you're tuning in now, welcome to the stream. If you want some good items to flip, just let me know in the live chat section, and we can definitely help you out. Just let me know your cash stack, what you're working with, and I can definitely recommend you some good items. And I'm sure people as well that are in the live chat can help you out too. Alright, we're going to drop these Carnbons, just a GP. We're going to undercut a little bit. Not something I do recommend doing with high volume items, but when it comes down to it, if you got to make money and if they're crashing, you got to make money, right? So, every man for themselves. But don't just undercut for no reason, because you're just cutting yourself from profits, honestly. And you will mess up everyone else, and high volume items, you really don't need to do that. And I'm not saying be conscious of other people flipping. Trust me. Make your own money. Like, it's all for you when you're flipping. But, you know, just don't undercut for no reason. We'll put it that way. I feel that's a big beginner problem. People, like, tend to undercut because they get scared. They wait too long, and they undercut, like, right away. And it's just not really a good practice to be into. Oh, that's a good margin on those amethyst arrows. They went up 263. What is that, 10 GP margin on those? Yeah, that's awesome. Do you ever flip grapes? I actually do flip grapes, and I find they work really well, and we're going to do them right now alongside of the astral runes that we're going to get into here. Another good one, those Zamorakian wines, very good flip. They do fluctuate a lot in price, and they will take a long time to sell, but that is a great overnight flip. I forgot to mention that. That's a good overnight flip. Especially because a lot get dumped because it's a highly botted item. There's a lot of grapes. Ooh, that's a big margin for the grapes. But you know what? I'm a little scared, but let's go for it because, you know, it's all about taking risks, as I said earlier. Big risk, big reward. Well, not that many of them, though. And we'll try to get those off here. Let's do some astral runes as well. Astral runes usually only have like a 2 GP margin, but we'll try to get them in anyway here because, you know, all money is good money, right? So, anyway, if you're tuning in now, welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack, please let me know in the chat below, and we can help you out here because, you know, that's what we're all about here, trying to learn how to flip. And listen, like PVM is going to become worse and worse in RuneScape because more people are going to start doing it, more people are going to get higher levels, and once you're the max level, you're not getting any higher leveled, right? And price of items are just going to keep going down and down if they don't add any good item sinks into the game. I made a video on that, which I made on my tablet. It was kind of funny. But either way, just make sure that you learn how to flip because this is what's going to be making you the most money in a couple years here. Anyway, I don't know that. I think the limit's again 10k, so we'll just try that. Flip planks. Chris, we already flipped oak planks. We didn't do the mahogany planks though, so maybe we'll get back around to that. Liked and subbed, you're awesome. Suicide Plays, thank you so much. I definitely like to bring good content to my viewers, and, you know, it seems like a lot of people enjoy it, and that's what I like to hear, so. 16 people watching, that's awesome, guys. I have 100 mil plus on the bank, but there is no chance that I risk all of it just by learning, so I can do the max 40 mil, but I feel 10 to 20 mil, all the flips should... Yeah, dude, 10 to 20 mil, that's a great place to start at. A lot of people try to start, like, they just think they can immediately start at, like, 500k to, like, 2 mil, which, honestly, you can. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying you should always flip with the money you have, but you need to be doing other money makers in game as well. But once you're at, like, 10 to 20 mil, you probably can stop doing other money makers if you want in game, and just strictly, like, focus on flipping. Again, this is if you want to do that. You can also flip while you do other money makers, but that's for a whole nother topic. That's kind of what I've been doing recently, and it's been working out pretty well for me. I've been making a lot of money on the side. I've been flipping only one day, and I'm feeling that I'm a little bit addicted. Dude, trust me, when you start making, like, once you start building that cash stack, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm making so much money, dude, it gets so addicting. Like, I'm not even kidding. And once you start flipping those big items with those big margins, you're going to be like, holy cow. Because it's crazy. Like, if you have enough money to flip, like, Ellie's and stuff, which I am nowhere near close, like, you can pretty much flip an Ellie or two in, like, I know, they kind of take longer because, you know, they're Ellie's, they're worth a lot, and they're not buying and selling all the time, but, like, I've seen some Ellie flips that, like, are, like, 1.5, 2 mil flips. And, like, Ancestral Robe flips, like, 700k, like, that stuff's crazy. You could literally sit down for 20 minutes and make, like, 3 mil or something like that, and go buy a bond so you can play members for another 14 days or whatever. It's just, it's crazy, dude. And, you know, my goal, I've made my goal, to get a twisted bow, so hopefully I'm still here running the channel when I get to that point. But anyway, if you're just joining in now to the stream, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone that's been watching so far is enjoying it. If you have any questions on what to flip with your cash stack, just let me know in the live chat and we can definitely help you out, help you find some good items to flip and things like that. So yeah, just let me know. Everything's starting to go really slowly, and I'm not a fan. These amethyst arrows are actually selling, though, so I'm actually excited to see that. Again, these cooked cromblons are giving me trouble. Maybe we can check the sell, or the sell price, I guess. They are selling for $6.99, so I guess we'll just leave it there. Again, no need to undercut, because they probably will sell. Astral Runes slowly starting to come in. Always something we like to see. Monkfish slowly going out. Grapes not really buying. Actually not too surprised about that because the margin was too big in my opinion. We shouldn't have been flipping that anyway. These rune arrows are going a little slow too, but we're going to leave them because, you know, I'm all about not undercutting if there's no need to, and I really don't think there's a need to. I'm getting hyped just by seeing his items being flipped. It's so addicting, for sure. He's cool to watch. Dude, that's awesome, dude. That's, like, the best comment I've ever heard. Thank you so much, dude. I used to do really well with gilded, especially the play legs. You know, another good gilded item, I think they're actually worth, like, a lot, though. Like, 6 mil-ish. Is those gilded boots are excellent, dude. I've seen people flip those overnight, make a lot of money. But also because I know there's like a lot of people just starting to learn how to flip with varying cash stacks in the chat here. Make sure you're not just watching me. There's some really good other YouTubers out there. Flipping Old School's one of my personal favorites, and Small EXP Lamp is another great one. They're really good at flipping. When Torvesta releases his flipping guides, well, not flipping guides, but him just flipping and stuff, making bank, those are really good to find some items to flip. But make sure every time you see people flipping items on YouTube, you check them out for yourself and make sure they're good for you, because for all you know, you could go in on those items and, you know, he might have, or some other YouTuber might have had success with them, and then you don't have success with them, and you never want that to happen. Hey, just started watching, seems cool to watch, thank you. Any advice for like a 5 mil start? Yeah, I know I sound like a beaten horse at this point, guys, but every time you log in, I'm going to make a guide on this, by the way, but every time you log in, blood runes, Zolver scales, and prayer potions should be something you're flipping. Obviously, split your money around to all of those to make sure you can, I know, like, afford enough of each of them. Spread your money out a little bit. It's a bit safer. Along with that, runes do really good. Law runes, nature runes, very safe, very relatively quick flips. And with 5 mil, I would say do cannonballs as well. They'll net you a good bit of money, and those go, that's probably the fastest flip I know is cannonballs. Behind that, it's blood runes, so those are really good for quick cash. After that, once you start building a little bit more, like you get to the 10 mil range, you can start thinking about flipping sharks, carbons, monkfish. These rune knives are actually doing pretty good right now, and these amethyst arrows are actually doing surprisingly well. And I was kind of unaware of them, so you might want to try those out as well. Yeah, I think all the items he's currently flipping are good for that cash, definitely. Also, mahogany logs and magic logs. I don't know if you were here for that blood pyro, but those are very good as well. If you can just give me 1 second, guys, I just have to get a drink of water here. Alright, we're back here. Again, as I was kind of saying earlier, everything seems to go, or seems to be going really slowly today. I don't know why, but usually when things are going slowly, the margin's bigger. So, honestly, I've hit a lot of big margins today. I'm not disappointed. What kind of items should we look to undercut when necessary? Okay, that's another video I'm gonna make. Hopefully I'll remember to make it, because it's a very important skill to have, is knowing when to undercut. Items you want to undercut on are items that are like, let's see, kind of hard to explain. Anything with a bigger margin, like let's say, I'd say above 3K, anything above 3K I usually undercut. And I'm not saying undercut like multiple K, like undercut maybe 5 GP. That's usually what I do, is I undercut 5 GP, and it usually works out for me pretty well. But I will be honest, I do only undercut on the sell. I do not undercut when I buy, for the most part, just because it's easier. If you don't buy an item and you miss out on those profits, whatever. You're not losing anything, you're not gaining anything. But if you buy an item and then it crashes and you sell it for lower, then you're gonna have a problem. So you just want to make sure. Usually don't undercut on the buy, but undercut a little bit on the sell, because you want to be, if it's the difference between making 50K on a flip versus losing 50K on a flip, you want to be the one to undercut the other guy. So just be aware of that. And again, you don't always have to undercut, but it's always safe to undercut with, I guess, flips that are that big. I mean, if you think about it, you're doing like a 3K flip, for example, per item you're buying and selling, and you lower it by 5 GP, that's only like, I don't even know, like 50 GP loss in the end. Really not going to make a big difference in the long run. And if that makes you get the sell, then hey, you got to do it, right? Is there a way to control the margin? Short answer, no. Long answer, yes. But I think it's actually illegal to control the margins now. I think they made a statement saying that you can't price manipulate in RuneScape anymore, which I think is honestly a good thing, because that could cause a lot of people to lose big amounts of money. And when I say price manipulation, not something you have to worry about if you're just solo flipping. I'm talking about like groups of friends that get together and say, oh, let's buy a bunch of rune arrows. Not rune arrows, that wouldn't work, but I don't know, some obscure item, like let's buy a bunch of cheese or something like that, and then the price of cheese goes like starts to really go up after a couple days, because if you get like 5 people together that have like 200 mil that really want to just mess around, they can just they can make like multiple accounts each, split the money up, all put in buy offers for that cheese for max price, buy out literally all of that item, and then just wait and dump it all when they want to. People did that with Black Mask and Infinity Boots last week. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised, but guys, that's something you want to stay away from. Don't do that. It's against the rules in RuneScape, and you could really get banned, so just be careful. Yeah, Astral Runes sold, so we made it. Yes, we did. And that was actually a good flip for the Astral Runes. Actually, guys, honestly, right now is a really good time to learn how to flip. Prices are very, very weird right now, and everything seems to like have really good margins, and I found that past week it's really been like this. The RuneScape market is really nice right now, so make sure you're at least trying to flip, because you can really make a lot of potential here. Gotta capitalize on it while you got the chance, right? Let's do a weird item. Let's do like Super Compost or something. These will definitely buy slowly, but sell faster. And, you know, it's just kind of fun to do weird items sometimes. You get bored. And once you flip a lot, you kind of run out of ideas. So, if anyone has any recommendations, I'd definitely be down. Probably don't need to overcut in the buy. The only time you want to overcut, I guess, on the buying side is if it really doesn't buy that much and sell them, or like it's hard to buy is probably the only time you want to do it. But I'm not even gonna do it. We're just gonna buy a bunch, see what happens. Anyway, if you're tuning into the stream right now, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far. If you have any questions on what to flip with your cash stack, or any questions about flipping in general, please let me know in the live chat, and we can definitely help you out here. Went up 600k and dropped in 2 days, and good to know. Thanks. Yeah, wait, the Black Mask went up 600k. That's news to me. Holy cow, I want to check that out. If that's true, that's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, Infinity Boots went up. Okay. Infinity Boots. Yeah, I actually did notice those were going up a lot. Let's check those prices. Wow, you're not even joking. Holy cow. That's absurd. It looks like on GE Tracker it logged it at like it seems it went up from July 1st to July 9th. It went up like 400k. So that's crazy. And then it literally on July 13th to July 15th it crashed from 1.2 mil to 970k. I wish I was aware of that, because I probably would have tried to merch them at that low price. I'm really into the long-term stuff now. Wow, there's 20 people in here, dude. That's awesome to see, man. I hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Hopefully you're finding some good items to flip here and things like that. But we are going to be wrapping up soon, probably within the next 5-10 minutes. I'm getting tired of speaking, honestly. But, not that I'm not enjoying this. This is awesome, guys. I really appreciate the support. I got a lot of good feedback today, and that's something I really like to hear, so. Free-to-play RuneScape and lobs. Lobbies, I don't really find I have a lot of success with, personally, but yes, they are good. I actually find tuna for free-to-play is a little bit better. You can do raw tuna. It will buy slower than cooked tuna, but has a better margin, and cooked tuna is really good as well. Pretty insane how much the Zulrah nerf affected the economy. Dude, right? Like, especially with all the Zulrah items. It actually is, I'm really happy they did that. At first I was a little upset because I was, like, about to start doing Zulrah and getting into it. But, just because I, like, had close to the stats. But, it's really a good thing. Because now everything is, like, priced how it should be. Like, Zulrah really messed up the economy. And now it's, like, starting to recover, and you know, it's really good to see. So, these amethyst arrows are not selling, and these rune arrows are really not selling. So, let's make sure we list these again here just before we end, so we can try to get some off. Just so I can show you guys that we do actually sell them. Oh, those crashed a lot. 254. I still think we're making money on them, but Only 1 GP. I'm going to be greedy and leave these in for 260 and hope they sell while I'm logged out. Just check grapes. They climbed up to 350 GP. That's awesome, but we're just... I would actually flip those if we had a little more time, but I'm just going to skip out on them. Looks like monkfish are already almost going through. Let's sell the super compost. Let's get everything selling here just before we end. I'm going to put these in for 532, and I know I said don't undercut if there's no reason to, but there's not enough super combos being bought and sold, so I just want to make sure we can get it off. So that's why I undercut by 1. Rune Knife stopped going, so we're going to check the margin on that one more time. My guess is they probably went up, and that's why they stopped buying for that low price, but again, I could be wrong here. 490, what were we buying at? 472. Why did I scroll to the bottom? Alright, that's great. I think they did go up then, so that's cool. We'll sell those. Zolver skills are going, amethyst arrows, everything's selling. Rune arrows are going slowly. We're going to check them one more time because I'm a little skeptical of that margin, to be quite honest. They're still 82, so I guess there's just a lot being sold, and we just gotta wait our turn, so put those back there. Law Cosmic Runes are safe to flip. Yes, Law Runes are definitely safe to flip, and Cosmic Runes are a little bit more risky, but again, relatively safe, yes. Almost all the runes that are not used for, like, spells in the, I guess, standard book, so, I mean, obviously, that doesn't really make any sense. Any spell that's like alching or something that you're not using to damage people is usually a pretty good flip. Besides blood runes and death runes, those are also good flips. Death runes are kind of risky. I will be honest, I have lost money multiple times on death runes. It's like 50-50 every time I do them, so just be careful with those. Always be careful when you're flipping items you're unsure of. Any idea why Zulrah items are going back up? It's because less people are doing Zulrah, even though it's like 500k less per hour than it used to be, and it's just less people are doing Zulrah. More people are doing demonic gorillas now. I made a video on that a long time ago. I kind of found it wasn't really worth it, in my opinion, but people are still doing it either way, so I don't really know. You could definitely do that if you wanted to. But yeah, less people are doing Zulrah, so and demand for the items has stayed relatively the same. Like Blowpipe is obviously still very good, even though it is pricier to use now that Zulrah scales have gone up. And I think we'll see more people switching back to bolts. I don't know how long Zulrah scales will be going up for. My guess is they'll probably stop climbing soon and probably start to go back down. My guess is they'll probably settle around 140, 150. After reaching like 170, 175, but again, this is just my prediction. I could be totally off. I really have no idea and I can't predict the market. But if that's right, you guys got to give me some credit. So these rune knives aren't selling. It's probably fine. They'll probably sell overnight. I'm going to be risky, like I said before, and just leave those amethyst arrows in. Hope they sell. Anyways, good to know. Thanks and enjoy this, bro. Of course, man, I do live streams like every week, usually on Thursday between 8 and 10 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to tune in for another one, we'll definitely be looking at more high-volume items, I'm sure, but we're definitely going to try to move into those bigger margined items, and what I think I'll do is I'll block out the buy and sell price of those, maybe, and then after we complete the flip, I'll show you guys how much money we made on them, because people will try to undercut me and make money off of me if I try to flip big items like that, so we just got to be careful of that. Obviously, I trust you guys, but there are devious people out there trying to make money off me. Looks like everything's slowly going. Let's just talk about some other good flips while we're here at the end, maybe. You know, another one I find is pretty good if you're like have 2 to 10 mils, good range. Berserker rings, Archer rings, Seer's rings are great, along with the Saradomin, not the chest plate, the Ranger chest plate. What's that called? The Saradomin Dehide chest. I really don't know. I find that just really good, along with the Zamorakian chest as well. Let's see. Stamina potions are a decent flip, but again, price fluctuates a lot on those, but margin remains relatively big, so I would recommend checking them out for yourself and making, determining if they're good for you. Really up to you on that one, but we also have videos coming out on the channel about how to flip and things like that. No really schedule on the items, or not the items. Oh, I'm losing it, guys. On the when the videos arrive and stuff like that, but just probably once or twice a week, you can safely say. Hey man, awesome stream. My hashtag knowledge of flipping is steadily growing. Dude, that's good. Keep it up, man. You will always, if you keep flipping, I promise you'll start to learn, and you will start to make a lot of money soon, especially once that cash stack starts building. Excuse me. Keep making videos and doing the streams. They are awesome. Dude, thanks so much, man. It means so much to me. I really love to hear it. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to end it here. I don't want to end, but I am getting a little tired. I had a long day today, and I'm running out of my stamina here, I guess. So that was just my phone falling, if you heard that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It always means so much to me to have your support, and thanks for tuning in. I hope I helped you guys out. We're definitely going to make more videos in the future, do more live streams, and we'll make bank together, guys. All right, man. I'll see you next time.